Welcome to World War II Chronicles, a weekly tribute to America's fighting men and women in commemoration of the Second World War. These programs are narrated by Ed Herlihy and are based on the news broadcasts of the war period from the recorded sound collection of the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
In the Mediterranean warfare, Allied bombers were holding the Italian islands and Italy herself under constant attack.
To ensure clear shipping lanes for the invasion of Sicily, the Allies needed to conquer the tiny islands that surrounded it. Assaulting the island of Pantelleria, known as Mussolini's unsinkable aircraft carrier, was the first step. In the years prior to war, the Italians had heavily fortified Pantelleria.
For 8 busy years, the Italian fascists labored to convert this island into a Gibraltar of the central Mediterranean.
Mussolini spent a lot of money on Pantelleria. It's said that even in peacetime, just before the war, foreign vessels were not allowed to approach the island.
On June 1st, 1943, Allied airplanes began round-the-clock bombing of Pantelleria. The raid slowly intensified until June 11th. By then, over 6,000 tons of explosives had been dropped on the 45 square miles of island.
If by 10:30 of the morning of June 11th, 1943, the island of Pantelleria did not strike its colors, previously planned amphibious operations would take effect.
With the approach of an Allied assault force, the Italian garrison surrendered without a fight. Although the bombing damage was great, it was far less than expected. This finding was to be an important indication of the difficulties in store for the strategic bombing campaign of the European mainland.
Pantelleria's surrender after 19 days of continual bombing marks the first time in history that air power alone gets credit for a complete victory.
And so the tiny island was not only eliminated, but proved to be of help in the campaign for Sicily. Only a minor detail in the elaborate pattern of Allied conquest, yet the volcanic mountains of Pantelleria will always commemorate in military history the first surrender of a strong point to air power alone.
I'm Ed Herlihy. Join me next time for World War II Chronicles.
World War II Chronicles was produced by the American Veterans Center and Radio America in cooperation with the National Archives. To listen to more episodes, subscribe on iTunes or visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org. We need your help to keep the legacy of our World War II generation alive. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation to support World War II Chronicles and the ongoing work of the American Veterans Center.